Good day, everyone. Today, we're delving into the fundamentals of HTML and CSS. I hope you've had a chance to review the tutorial video for the preparatory module. In prior sessions, we covered the basics of HTML, CSS, and discussed various HTML tags such as div, paragraph, heading, anchor tag, etc. Additionally, we explored methods for applying CSS, 3 types of selectors, and a selection of CSS properties. If you haven't had the chance to watch the previous video, you can find the link provided in the description box. Now, let's deepen our understanding of HTML tags and CSS properties by creating some web pages. Here's the foundational structure of an HTML page. Let's begin by crafting a paragraph using the p tag and adding some content. Additionally, we'll utilize a div tag to enclose more content. After saving and opening this HTML file, we can view the output. Now, let's enhance the appearance of this page by applying some CSS internally. This involves placing the style tag within the head section of our document. Specifying the type attribute as text CSS is a recommended practice for better code clarity and potential future compatibility. Although modern browsers can often understand the code without it, including this attribute provides explicit information about the type of content being included in the style tag. Let's style the p tag first using an element selector. Within the curly brackets, include the color property with a value of blue, separated by a colon and ending with a semicolon. Additionally, to shift the paragraph content to the left, include the margin left property with a value of 20px. This combination of properties will change the text color to blue and add a left margin of 20 pixels. Now, let's move on to styling the div tag. For the div tag, we'll also use an element selector. Apply the following CSS style properties, change the font color to purple using the color property. Adjust the font size to 16px. And set the background color to yellow using the background color property. We will get an output like this one. Let's expand our knowledge of HTML tags by creating another web page. Let's start a new project and create a web page resembling the one described. Begin by setting up the basic HTML structure with the title Google Search. Include a div tag to encapsulate the content. Now, let's add an anchor tag A. Since we're not specifying a reference, we'll simply use hash as the value for the href attribute. Include the desired content and close the anchor tag. Next, let's add another anchor tag with the content Gmail. Clicking on this link should direct us to Gmail. You can obtain the URL by visiting Gmail and copying it. Use this URL as the value for the href attribute. After that, close the anchor tag and include 2 line breaks to start the next content on a new line. Now, let's add visual elements to our web page using the image tag. Search for Google and select an image. Right-click on the image, copy its URL and use it as the value for the src attribute. We will get an output like this. We can adjust the height and width of the image using the height and width attributes. Next, let's insert a text box for input. Use the input tag with the type attribute set to text. Include the size attribute with a value of 70 to adjust its size. Insert 2 break tags to create a vertical space equivalent to 2 spaces. Finally, create a clickable button using the button tag. The button tag creates clickable buttons that you can customize with text or images. To make the text bold, we can include a B tag. Similarly, add another button with a different label. Save and check the output. Further modifications are required here. Align the div to the right. You can achieve this by using align attribute with value right. When we check the output, we notice that all the contents are aligned to the right side. However, we only want the anchor tags to be aligned to the right, while all the other content should be aligned to the center. You can include a character entity and NBSP here. It is an HTML entity representing a non-breaking space, which is useful for adding extra space between words. Include a center tag before the image tag and close it within the div tag to align the contents of the page to the center. Once these modifications are made, save and view the web page to see the changes. When clicking on Gmail, it will direct us to the Gmail. Thank you for watching and happy coding.